The bell is tolling. It's the coach, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Le'Veon Bell, fresh off a 100-yard performance a week ago. Coming up, we'll see our visitors as they get set to square off against our home team. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, and here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Monarchs and the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Reset. Hey, easy.
The bell is tolling. I'm Jonathan Coachman. This is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Le'Veon Bell, fresh off a 100-yard performance a week ago. Coming up, we'll see our visitors as they get set to square off against our home team. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Monarchs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it, something has to happen positive early in the game.
Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. Here's Rodgers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Still 0-0 here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get only 4 that time.
Let's go.
Rodgers with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so...
Let's go, come on. Zoom.
Now this time Rodgers will throw. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
319.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Now Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games.
This defense has been on their heels thus far on this drive. It's been a long one, and now they're forced to defend a first and goal as we get back to the action.
Hey, ready?
Now Bell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The numbers for Bell on the ground in the game last week. 19 carries, 110 yards in the score.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench to tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll give it to him up the middle. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Winston. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This from 25 yards out. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with
a solid drive here has this offense in really good position. Can they finish the drive off? Let's find out. It's 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Hey, check 26.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
319. Over here. Hey, check 26.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
319.
Here's Rodgers to throw again. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15.
Hey, check 26.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes.
Time to get you back live again. This offense in the red zone as they've got it 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Blue 58!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Let's go, come on. Jump out! Yeah, Liz.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad.
So the situation, it's 3rd down in the 3rd quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense to get back in this contest.
Let's go, come on. Hey, reset. Hey, easy.
And they'll run it here. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So So the situation, it's third down in the third quarter, and this defense just trying to get the ball back to their offense to get back in this contest.
Let's go, come on. Yeah, Liz. 319.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Charles Harris getting him. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready. It's a third down situation in the fourth quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task.
Let's go, come on.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the fourth quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need.
Zoom. Yeah, Liz.
On third down, Rodgers. And incomplete here on third down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this defense holding on to a slim 3-point lead here in the fourth. They need to hold on and hopefully yield no more than a field goal. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Kenny Stills. This defense now desperate to protect their three-point lead. What can they do here? This might be the drive that decides it one way or the other. A first down throw for Winston. And caught by Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Ready. Blue lady. Boys out up.
Jameis to throw it. A screen to Bell. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready. Blue lady.
Winston now to throw on first down. And right side, Henry's got it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Back to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. He's back to throw. Miller on the catch over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry up. They'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Ready. Blue lady.
Now Winston. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And his kick is indeed good. So now the offense takes over here at a crucial spot. Ball on their own side of the field. Tie game. Late fourth quarter, and they do have a pair of timeouts remaining. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Inside. Hey, check 26. Jump out. Zone.
Now Rodgers. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout, and now we're set to get going. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Here we go. 58.
Now Henderson, and he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 10 seconds to go.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward, because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was just thinking take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And yes, he got it. Gostkowski plays the role of hero as he punches it through. And they've come in here and stolen one on the road. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for our visitors, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.